Hey guys, in this video, I've got my multi-field EMF reader and I've got my iPhone 11 Pro, my Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus, even an older iPhone 8. And I've been testing these devices and I am surprised by the results. To make the levels as low as possible, I turned off Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, switched over the data to 3G. And the iPhone 11 Pro This is the iPhone 11 Pro, and as you can see by the red on the screen there, the RF strength is on max. This is the Samsung Galaxy Note 10 Plus on standby. As you can see, it's on one green bar. This is the iPhone 8 on standby, and as you can see, it's also just one green bar. iPhone 11 Pro on max. Now when uploading data, as you can see, the Galaxy Note does use RF to transmit that data. When uploading data, as expected, the RF strength of the iPhone 8 also boosts. However, on the iPhone 11 Pro, it's just always on max. Look at that, nothing going on the iPhone 8 and maxing out when the iPhone 11 is on standby. What could it be doing in the background? Toxic or a spying device? I can't quite figure it out. I'm going to show you the tests and just let you guys decide what the hell is going on. 30 centimeters away. So we've got one yellow bar here. We're getting microwatts, 1,655. That is nothing. So I'm going to bump it up to 15 centimeters. Straight away, we've hit 11 milliwatts. 11 milliwatts. I'm gonna make it 5. Now, at 5 centimeters, I don't know if you've seen this, at 5 centimeters, we have officially hit 113 milliwatts per meter squared. And I'm gonna bump it up to 1 centimeter. With the phone off, you're getting 130 to 200 milliwatts per meter squared with the phone off, not even on. And in case you're wondering what that means, World Health Organization, scroll down a little bit and you can see for mobile phone base stations, not cell phones, base stations, they recommend a maximum public exposure limit of 0.1 watts per meter squared, which is 100 milliwatts per meter squared, which is twice as much as what you're seeing at the screen right now. If you don't know about RF, radio frequency has already been linked to lowering testosterone. They did some tests with rats. 1 hour of mobile phone radiation a day made rats lose half their testosterone. It's been linked to memory loss, learning disabilities, and even as recent as last year, they found a link to cancer in male rats. Obviously, they haven't done human experimentation. We're the humans being experimented on. Legally, they can't do it with humans, just rats. But you know, you can kind of figure out where the cookie's crumbling with there. But health concerns aside, I'm going to talk about privacy issues because the radio on the iPhone 11 Pro is frigging active at its max rate all the time, even when the phone is off. On my iPhone 8, on 3G, when my phone screen is off like this, there is nothing coming out of it. On my Note 10 Plus, when the screen is off, minimal RF limits. Even when the screen is on, minimal RF limits. It only shoots up if I start uploading data in my Google speed test. That's when it shoots up to those red levels. However, the iPhone 11 Pro is constantly on red. It's constantly maximum RF, which kind of like makes me wonder. It's either really poorly optimized or it's constantly uploading data, because the only kind of way I can get these levels of RF on my other devices is if I upload data on Google Speed Test. So I don't know what the hell is going on with this phone. I don't know if maybe it's a bug. Maybe they need to fix it in iOS. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe it's even that new U1 chip in the iPhones which tracks your position precisely with high granularity all the time, which you can't disable. But let me know what you guys think, because I am actually shocked on this and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to return my iPhone 11 Pro Max because the transmission coming out of it's rancid. It's disgusting. Apple need to shape up on this area. Samsung have. The S7 had one of the worst RF limits back in the day, and now the Note 10 Plus has minimal RF. Nothing is coming out of it, and it has a super fast modem. Now, if you're concerned about RF at all, just read the literature that comes with your iPhone device. It says right there, go into settings, general, legal, RF exposure, and it will tell you the limits. Surprisingly enough, even though this guy transmits much less RF than this guy. On the website, the SAR levels of the iPhone 11 Pro that Apple give you. So if you scroll down to the bottom, you can clearly see that the iPhone 11 Pro has a lower SAR than the iPhone 8. So you can take that for what it's worth. Officially, manufacturers submit the SAR levels, and do people test it? Guess not, because clearly right here you've seen that the iPhone 11 Pro is rancid compared to the iPhone 8 and rancid compared to the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I don't know what to say. Now, of course, these tests were done with 3G. If you put it on 4G, you're going to get higher RF levels. You can see, look, it shoots up to 120 milliwatts per meter squared when it's on 4G. Whereas when you switch it down to 3G only, it completely drops to just green, one green bar. And if you want to limit your speeds, you go into mobile data options, voice data, and instead of using 4G LTE, you use 3G. So I recommend, if you are concerned about the dangers of RF exposure, switch over to 3G and don't get an iPhone 11 Pro, especially if this is actually more than just a camera.